All creatures have an interesting historical background if you care enough to look. Greyhounds are the oldest purebred dogs. They are the fastest dog breed and are also referred as sight hounds. This is because they hunt their prey by sight rather than by scent. The first record of greyhound type dogs appear about 8,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. During the reign of pharaohs, greyhounds were revered as gods, and only royalty were allowed to own them. Greyhounds are depicted in the ancient arts of Egypt. They appear in both Greek and Roman mythology. Alexander the Great's favorite dogs was the greyhound. In Homer's Odyssey, the only one who recognized Odysseus after his 20 years of absence was his greyhound. Both Chaucer and Shakespeare immortalized greyhounds in literature. This breed is the first Chaucer wrote about in the 14th century. Shakespeare also mentions greyhound in Henry V. Throughout history, greyhounds have been prized and revered. During the Dark Ages, a time of disease and famine, greyhounds were saved from extinction by priests who bred them for noblemen. Frederick the Great of Prussia asked in his will to be buried with his beloved greyhounds. The grave remains till date. Greyhound later became the first European dog in the New World when they accompanied Christopher Columbus on his second expedition in 1493. During the Renaissance, greyhounds were the favorite of royalty, including Queen Elizabeth I. Paving their way across Central Europe, they quickly became very popular for their incredible racing and hunting skills. After a brief period, they were brought to America by British and Spanish colonists. Soon enough, in 1886, they were used as racing dogs. Florida became the leading state for greyhound racing, with 13 tracks. In early 1990, the sport became controversial because issues had been raised regarding the welfare of the dogs. However, this then led to their welfare, and there had been growth in the adoption of this breed. Since the early 90s, thousands of greyhounds have been adopted as pets since their racing days were over. Today, greyhounds are so revered as pets. Now there are more adoption organizations for greyhounds than for any other individual breed of dog. The legend of this breed can go on and on and on, but from this brief history, we now know about this breed. It is safe to say greyhounds have one of the greatest history not only in the dog world, but in the world as a whole. For more of such history on dogs, kindly follow ASAP TV on YouTube and INSYTE GH.